designing furniture inspired by nature using biomimicry techniques. Examples include bee nests, butterflies, spiders, beetles, snakes, sea waves, dewdrops, pine cones, and let's explore how various natural sources of inspiration can be translated into furniture design. Honeycomb nests. Honeycomb-like structures have been inspired by honeycomb structures, creating a lightweight and durable storage unit that can be arranged in hexagonal shapes, allowing for flexibility in configuration, providing durability and reducing material consumption. Butterflies and wing structure inspiration, metamorphic properties, and iridescence. The design of the tables is inspired by lightweight, strong and flexible structures with the ability to transform into thin yet strong elements. Inspired by butterfly wings, the design uses materials or finishes that exhibit sheen or subtle color changes depending on the viewing angle. Spiders and web strength inspiration, material properties, and adaptive structures, and the design of the tables is inspired by the incredible tensile strength, elasticity, and lightness of silk. The web's ability to adapt to forces and repair itself achieves structural integrity by designing complex, interconnected, web-like elements to support its structure, reducing material use and enhancing durability. Flexible surfaces are inspired by the design of the table's surfaces, which are designed with woven or mesh lines that provide support and are compatible with the nature of the materials used in the design. Snakes and inspiration, flexibility, movement, and pattern. The sofa's design is inspired by the segmented bodies of snakes, allowing for fluid and adaptable movement to mimic the snake's motion. The surfaces can bend or straighten to mimic the snake's movement, inspired by the flexibility of the snake's spine. The use of leather, which mimics snake scales, creates a visual and tactile aesthetic, forming diverse curves, much like the coiling of a snake. Flamingos and the inspiration of balance, slender shapes, and vibrant colors. The design of a storage unit is inspired by the graceful balance of the flamingo on its slender legs and its vibrant natural colors. The furniture unit is designed with slender, elongated legs that create a sense of lightness and elegance and a sense of fragile balance while maintaining stability. Vibrant natural colors, perhaps in unexpected shades, are used, inspired by flamingo feathers. By observing and learning from these natural wonders, furniture designers can move beyond superficial imitation to create truly innovative, sustainable, and inspiring pieces that embody the genius of nature. Beetles and exoskeleton inspiration, strength to weight ratio, and surface texture. The design of the table was inspired by the shapes of the protected to weight ratio and surface texture. The design of the table was inspired by the shapes of the protective, lightweight steel exoskeleton and its surface texture, which provides stability, water resistance, and structural reinforcement. Scratch-resistant protective coatings were used for the table surfaces, inspired by the exoskeletons of beetles. The table design features an outer shell that provides structural integrity, reducing the need for internal framing, like a sculptural table. Incorporating subtle patterns or textures into the surfaces mimics the delicate structures of beetle shells, which can increase grip or enhance the visual appeal of the table. Pine cones. Inspiration from adaptive gradients, self-assembly, and responsive movement. The design of the table is inspired by the inner scales of pine trees, which open and close in response to humidity, the efficient dispersal of seeds, and the self-assembly of repetitive units. The table's design is rich in the use of light between the layers of wood that resemble scales, of repeated interlocking components that can be assembled in various forms. The integration of slatted or scaled designs also allows for natural airflow and ventilation. The design of the partition is inspired by the constant movement and elegant curves of sea waves, with strong yet fleeting forms and the ability to erode and be shaped. The partition's design features organic shapes, flowing and undulating lines, and soft curves, creating a sense of calm and movement. It explores materials that can be shaped or molded into fluid shapes, or surfaces that appear to undulate, mimicking the crest and trough of a wave, reinforcing the inspiration for the action of waves. Dewdrops. Inspiration from surface, tension, purity, and light refraction. The design of a spherical table is inspired by surface tension, purity, and the ability to reflect and refract light. Transparent or translucent materials, such as acrylic, are used to create a furniture unit that exudes light and transparency. The table is designed with simple, elegant shapes that embody the purity and simplicity of a dewdrop, with a perfectly smooth, circular surface and a series of lighting units that refract light. Pine cones. Inspiration from adaptive gradients, self-assembly, and responsive movement. The design of the table is inspired by the inner scales of pine trees, which open and close in response to humidity, the efficient dispersal of seeds, and the self-assembly of repetitive units. The table's design is rich in the use of light between the layers of wood that resemble scales, of repeated interlocking components that can be assembled in various forms. The integration of slatted or scaled designs also allows for natural airflow and ventilation.